What shoe do affluent gentlemen find the most elegant? To your surprise, it's this one. Yes, this under-platform shoe. This under-platform right here. Real Masani, how do you do? So Elegantosaurus Rex influencers say this is practically the shoe of Satan himself. Is it so? And from this little shoe, we can learn so much about elegance and what affluent and high-value gentlemen think is elegant versus what these Elegantosaurus Rexperts who are frumpy think is elegant, which is irrelevant. So let's start with the difference between the male gaze and the female gaze, and why this shoe is much vilified among heterosexual ladies, but we see it on all the supermodels, Miss Universe finalists, and all the high-value women love this shoe, and all the Elegantosaurus brontosauruses absolutely loathe it. Why? Arnabe said this shoe reminds her of the Lady of the Night. That is quite an ignorant association. In fact, affluent gentlemen think under-platform shoes are the most elegant evening shoe, and why? Maybe Frederic Bois, Mademoiselle Spence, and all of these accounts, Anna Bay, Woman of Elegance, I'll go into it. They think that they're elegant and everyone else is not. But high-value gentlemen, they don't notice them. They don't know they exist. They look for Victoria's Secret models, Andrea Lima, Miss Universe finalists, and models and Miss Universe finalists. We do wear these shoes. Arnabe started the hatred of the model or Miss Universe shoe, right? By saying she thought it was the shoe of the Lady of the Night, which was absolutely ignorant, right? Because they're Carmen Miranda shoes, and they were started by a Latina actress who was 4 foot something, quite short, vintage Latina American Brazilian actress, who knew that if she went with her regular height, it would look awkward and she would look childlike. So she had an under-platform shoe because it would not be comfortable to be on stage for hours without that. So if you're very petite, maybe normal height in your country of origin, but too petite in a Western country to the point you look childlike. Yes, looking childlike may hurt your chances. Of course, like Carmen Miranda, you should wear this under-platform shoe. I saw billionairesses wearing this shoe, so I don't understand the hatred by women who have a fraction of their money. Especially if you're from a country like Thailand, or there's some parts of the Middle East and some parts of Africa where ladies are very tall and some parts where they're very short, right? So you're from part of the world where ladies are on the very petite side, where you're normal back home, but you live in the West and you're dating someone who's 6'2" and you're 4 foot. It looks awkward. A lot of the male population would be afraid to be next to you because you're so petite. And these ladies, they do wear under-platform shoes so that they don't look childlike petite, but simply tiny. If you're 4'2", these shoes will make you look regular height. So the Elegantosaurus brontosauruses assume that this shoe has some resemblance to shoes of exotic dancers, which it does not. Also, even if it does, right, which it doesn't matter, okay? Straight gentlemen are not gay. So the straight gaze is not the same as the gay or feminine gaze, right? Because straight gentlemen, they try at least to look in your eyes, maybe your lips. And of course, they look at your bust and they look at your hips. They even look at your nails. The feet are a long distance from your nails, and most gentlemen do not have a foot fetish. The ones who do on OnlyFans are not the majority. The majority are looking at your face, and when you're not noticing, they're checking out your cleavage or your bum bum. They genuinely do not notice what type of shoes you're wearing for the most part. They will have a quick glance, and if it has a thin heel, it's feminine, it's good, that's it. Most gentlemen don't know the difference between my kitten heel Louboutins and my Chanel shoes, right? And there is a massive difference, but they don't notice actually. The heels here are thin and short. The heel here is long. Straight, heterosexual gentlemen genuinely will not notice the difference. They'll notice if your heel is chunky because that's a Vladimir Putin heel. Yes, Vladimir Putin and also Louis XIV, Louis XIV wore high heels, and high heels were started for gentlemen riding horses better. And then, of course, since Vladimir Putin is short, he's known for wearing heels. He'll have very long pants to cover it, but he's known to wear heels, I mean, at least rumored so, right? And with the very thick, chunky heel you'll see at Chanel. So gentlemen will notice if you're wearing a thin heel or, a Vladimir Putin heel. Gentlemen will prefer a feminine kitten heel over a very tall Vladimir Putin heel, unless of course you are 4'1" or something of the sort. If you're child size, adding a bit of height so you look more like an adult when you live in a Western country, that helps. Are gentlemen attracted to taller women? No, that's just a fashion thing because clothes look better on the runway when people are seated and you look tall. Heterosexual gentlemen do not notice actually what sort of a heel you're wearing in detail. They just have a glance and that's all. Their focus is your cleavage, your waist, your eyes, or your bum bum, let's face it. Or even your hair. Quite a few gentlemen have a nail fetish. So if I'm doing this, do you think they will notice the exact type of shoe I will wear if it has an under platform or it doesn't? They don't notice, right? So why is it the most elegant evening shoe? I'll tell you why. And actually, Prince William's words will teach you why this shoe over here is the most elegant evening shoe according to Prince William. Yes, Princess Catherine has such a shoe. The point is not in the shoe, but in the Prince William Swan principle. Prince William has a Swan principle of elegance. So when he and his wife, Princess Catherine, got engaged, he had a famous interview in which he said he and his wife are like swans. They glide elegantly on the surface, but Prince William and his wife are paddling hard below. Do you find the motorboat the height of elegance? Have you ever seen a gentleman for Valentine's Day give his wife a crystal motorboat engine? No! But Swarovski is a brand where some gentlemen give their beloved a crystal swan, right? Swans are elegant and a symbol of romance, but motorboat engines are not. Why? Because we can see the mechanics behind a motorboat, right? The hustle and bustle, and so there is no mystery or elegance, but a swan glides. We also admire how a ballerina glides across the stage, but as I took ballet, we don't show on the stage how much your feet hurt and bleed and even ruin your ballet shoes, and you need new ones, and you know how much it hurts to be a ballerina. We don't show the pain, we only show the product after you have been able to endure this pain and grow and flow and fly and glide onto the stage. We don't show the blood, the sweat, or the tears in ballet, but the final product, right? The same goes for makeup, elegance, and this sort of thing. So the Swan principle is that you do not show the mechanics behind why you're so beautiful, so elegant, right? So if I had false lashes that went and you could see them from a mile away, like so, is this elegant? No, not at all, right? So why is this silly rubbish not elegant? Because you can see it, right? You can see the mechanics of these things and know it's artificial, therefore it's not elegant. If I had thick hair that looked like so, it would not be elegant because you know it's not mine. Isn't this hair so much more elegant? It's also not elegant to reapply lipstick in front of your boyfriend because those are supposed to be your natural lips. So don't do this in front of gentlemen. It's not elegant at all. This is a private moment that you should do in the ladies' room. Ladies say, "Excuse me," and then they go to the lavatory where they apply their lipstick. The Swan Theory of Elegance is that everything is elegant as long as you don't see the mechanism behind it. So why are under-platform shoes the most elegant evening shoe? Because it's a high-heel evening shoe that allows you not to be wincing in pain, and you can stand there for an hour as you're networking or going for a walk or whatever. You're not going to be wincing in pain when you're standing up for more than 5 minutes, because let's be honest, the reality of going from your car to your dinner table, that's not real life, because often, you know, he'll want to go for a walk or this or that, and if you have to walk in more than 5 minutes in Louboutin heels that are this high, with no under platform, you'll be crying and the magic will be over. You'll be too much. And if he's a high value affluent gentleman, there'll be some other girl and you'll be next. It's far more important that you can walk in those shoes than how they look. Provided you can walk in those shoes, the next thing is, do they look more feminine than masculine? The third is, It's nice if they have a thin heel, that's what gentlemen notice. They don't notice whether or not it has an under platform. The exception is if the under platform is like this and it's also plastic see-through heels, see-through platforms, anything plastic. That actually does remind gentlemen of exotic dances, the fact that it's plastic and see-through, so don't wear plastic see-through heels. You know, they're not gay, so they don't know the height difference, but they notice see-through plastic, so just don't wear see-through plastic, that's all. When an Elegantosaurus Rex says model and Miss Universe shoes are inelegant, I would not trust their advice in how to seduce a high-value gentleman, honestly. Most ladies who married a billionaire have worn an under-platform shoe at some point in their life, right? Especially if they were a model or from pageants. So I would not believe women who say it's not elegant. I have seen plenty of affluent women wear it, billionairesses wear it, so I don't listen to women who say it's not elegant. To me, that is the symbol of discrediting them as Elegantosaurus Rex. Whereas elegance is more of a theory that you should not be so obvious in how you make yourself more beautiful. Don't do this, right? That's not elegant. Don't apply your nails, do your makeup or things like this in front of your gentleman. It should look like you come out of the bathroom beautiful. You go in natural and you leave and exit a goddess, right? He shouldn't know or watch the mechanics of it, which should be a mystery. It's okay if he once in a while sees you reapply your lipstick, right? Also, anything artificial that just doesn't look natural looks garish, right? So this side of my face is elegant, but look at that, that's not, right? Because you can clearly see on the inelegant side of my face, you can see this, right? You know, these spider lashes are not elegant and people can see you're wearing lashes. If people see that you're wearing lashes, it stops being elegant. Same thing when it comes to your hair. If you have hair extensions or you're dyeing your hair, doing something artificial for it, is it plausible that in some world that might be wrong? Elegance means with hair, makeup, weaves, extensions, etc. We should make ourselves look better than natural, but still plausible that it might be our own. And that is the Swan rule of elegance. It applies to shoes, that when people see you being in pain, it's no longer elegant. If your hair is tied so tight in a bun that you're in pain, it's also not elegant. If it's clear that you're suffering for beauty, it stops being elegant, and to a lot of straight men it also stops being beautiful. Shoes that don't cause you pain will always be more elegant than shoes that do cause you pain, regardless. Amongst the shoes that don't cause you pain or don't cause you to walk like a newborn calf, you can pick the ones that are the most beautiful, the most sensual.